Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and for the returning viewers, thank you so much for coming back. Today I would like to share my collection from June 2020, last June. And as you can see, I would like to start from all these colorful collections, and it was the Pride month, so I made the crafts, bracelets or keychains um, in rainbow colors every 3 days and post it on my Instagram account. So that's why there are quite a few rainbow color items. So I'd like to just have a quick look on each one. So this one, this was quite wide for my standard, um, compared to my standard creations. And I think the original colors, background color was like black or white. That was pretty common, but I tried to choose something different, and actually this blue or gray blue was the only color that I had enough strings, because as you can see you need quite a lot of strings in this color. So I tried this and I thought it's pretty nice because it almost looks like a rainbow in dark cloudy sky. So you can see, I also tried to show the back side as far as I don't forget. And these two, they must look quite similar, and I really liked these kind of patterns, and so I looked for them. And this one, not sure if I've modified, but I really liked the background blue I chose, and it really makes the whole bracelet really bright. And this one, I think I modified from a pattern to fit in fit my idea, and it has a little space. And I think the theory was from one pattern. I can't remember. I explained in my Instagram post, but so, and then I really like that there's a little space, and then it gives a different look from these type of bracelets. And the loop, I think I forgot to make the loop color long enough, so I just made the color in I chose all the colors to alternate so that I have enough length of threads. So, and I think it turned out quite well. And these two, these are kind of muted color, and this is the fishbone chevron. And as you can see, it's still rainbow color, but all the colors are not as the bright or clear as this one. It's more muted, and this one too. And I think this was my first try to do the shaped bracelet, if not the second one. And I think both have like almost like a shining effect. So I had a mixed feeling, to be honest, when I made this, but it had quite positive reviews, so I was quite pleased. So these are the back side. Okay, and then as some of you already know, I made the spiral Zolino, but actually this was the very first Zolino I made. And I chose one color on one side, and then the other side I chose 6 colors. And then I placed like this, and so I liked how it turned out. And this is of course totally a different material. Oh, sorry, this is the front side. And then I tried with macrame, like in a rope shape, to make a bracelet. And I added some beads I found from my daughter's toy box. And then I have to say, yes, this is a little too coarse and maybe not good for the daily use, but still, I like the color I chose and of the beads. And so as you can see, backside, it's like this. And then this one was the first real starburst, or at least the standard starburst that is known. And I struggled to choose the colors because I wanted to choose the background color which is not white. And so I chose this, and I have to say maybe these colors in the middle, it's not very clear. It's as you can see, it's very light green and yellow, and definitely these two, I mean this color, the dark blue, was definitely too dark. But maybe if this was a little more muted, I think the balance was probably more ideal. And so I made it like a keychain shape, and probably again maybe it was better to make a little longer or maybe just one. And but anyway, I always like the starburst and I enjoy making it. And this was my very first knitted keychain this time, and I was fascinated by how it looks. I saw it on the Instagram and I tried it with the rainbow color, hoping to have like a blending in effect. And of course, some colors are a little too strong, and maybe this blue was a little too strong, but I really enjoyed making it, and probably this was, yes, one of my earliest keychains. And but I like the length I chose. So, and then this was probably my second alpha. My first alpha was the rainbow one. You can see my first collection video, and I tried to make for the BLM, as you can see, and I was too ambitious, obviously, and I changed every color. 2 rows have only one color, and then I changed every 2 rows, and then I changed so this edge side, and as you can see, back side is like this, and I made tons and tons of mistakes. I don't even remember, but like just mixed some back base strings, and the edge part I had no idea how to do it. So as you can see, it's this side, you can see all the colors. This side, I don't know what I did actually, and of course the fists are way too long, because as you can see, it's really wobbly, and you can see I struggled all over, and this gray was way too light to put with this, so that you can't really clearly see. But I was very proud of myself that I could at least finish it, because I was very discouraged in the middle. So these were my rainbow collections, and I'll show now the other collections before I'll share my top 3 of this month. Okay, so first I'll just quickly explain the ones that I didn't use the embroidery thread. So this one, as you can see, this is made with the macrame, and it's different from this one. The material I used is different from this one. As you can see, this is was kind of rope, and this one is more like it was one strand macrame, so it gives a softer and richer touch. And at that time I only had this 3-4 inch, which is like maybe 2 centimeters, and so definitely was too small to add these. I think this was 4 millimeter, if not 3 millimeter macrame, and it has a very soft touch, and I just used the wrap knot, which I learned with the green, to finish, and this was without the knot, in a little different form, and the touch is really nice. And again, I didn't have much knowledge in how to choose the keychains, so, and now I know that there are much wider ones, so next time I think I'll choose much wider key ring. And for this, as you can see, this I use another type of macrame, and it's I can't remember exact size. I'll add the link in my description, but it's, you can melt and just press it, so there will be no knots in the end. And I really enjoyed making this because it's supposed to be wave, and this is the touch is, of course, it's not cotton, so it's a little hard, so it can be a little hard to handle until you get used to it, but the look in the end, it has a different look, and I really enjoy this type of thing too. And then these three I made with another different materials, and I can't remember exactly what, but this is of course much thicker than this one, and it's very durable, so, and you can wet it and it doesn't get wet and or dry quickly, so I just made this using the four strand braid technique, and then again this you can cut and melt, and these were for the BLM movement as well. And so this one you can see it's one way of knotting I found on the internet, and I thought it was really cool because it's very easy, and then you can just make it like a diagonal line. And this is probably some of you may know, it's a snake knot, and this is also very quick to make, very cool look. And then for the other bracelets, which are not the rainbow colors, these are the ones I made. And let's see this one. So this is the two-tone bracelet. I made the loop way too long, and I think this one I actually started much before than June, and I just couldn't finish because I was a little discouraged because the material was a little different from what I have been using. It's same embroidery thread, but I got a different type. I think it was cotton 100%, but it got tangled quite easily, the one I got. And I liked the pattern, and eventually I could finish it, and I was really pleased. But of course, again, here, way too big. I don't know how many knots I made. And so back side, it's like this, really cool and nice. And for this one, I think you may recognize if you watched my previous collection video, but this color combo is quite similar to the one I made last month. And these rose and pink and the brown color, this is probably one of my favorite color combos. It really makes me feel comfortable, and this was really fun pattern to knot. So I really like this one. And this one. This is something I tried, and you can see that this is basically the half of the Zolino. And so basically I think this one and the spiral Zolino is it's the same thing, just that I just used the one and zigzag part. So, and I just tried with the two colors, and I really liked how this turned out. As you can see, it's kind of cool. And so, and this one, I think I can't remember clearly, but I think because I really like this one with the space, I tried with this pattern, and I really liked how this turned out. It was not the July 4th yet, but I tried, and I thought this was also kind of unique. So as you can see, this month I've been trying a lot of things, and this is not nothing really special, in the sense that I chose the patterns that I'm used to and this kind of pattern, and the only thing is that the color combination, I try to get out of my comfort zone, so I try with this pink and green and dark green, and I thought this gives another different look. So I forgot to show some of the back sides, but and then this one. As you can see, it's not really neat, and at this time I still didn't know that the straight edge technique should be done with the, so on the right side forward, backward, and then forward, backward. I was doing forward, backward, and backward, backward, so that's why it's so wavy. And so I also didn't know how to solve the problems about this edge part, so I just did in my own way. And the one thing I really liked about this is that I chose this color shifting background color with the dark purple cloud, as you can see. And these colors I chose, I really liked, and especially this peach color. And so I tried, and so this was still the alphas, the when this alpha is made when I'm still not very used to the alpha that or technique. And then this one. So this one, as you can see, I think you may notice if you have been making friendship bracelet, and as you can see these patterns, if you see it from the far or near, you may recognize. And I believe that the original pattern uses quite different color combination, and I really wanted to try the pink in the background. And this had a very mixed review, and I also had a mixed feeling. And when I started knotting, I was not really fond of it. I regretted that I should have chosen probably the gray as this pink part. But after I made and after I got used to it, I thought it was unique in its own way, and I kind of accepted it. And then the shape, as you can see, it's a little different from how I usually do. And I think the lengthwise and the pattern-wise, I think this made best sense. Oh, the back side, as you can see. Okay, so now I would like to move on to my top 3 of this month, and I will not exactly rate this time, and I just would like to show my top 3. And so this one would be my number 3rd, and this one is the same as this one in terms of materials. So it's like, you can see that it's a macrame, and you can cut and melt, so that the edge part you don't see the knots. And I tried this flower pattern, which I think is really cute, and I was just looking today again, and I might try to make it with embroidery threads, because I think it's really pretty. There are many versions, like try to add the middle part, or like make 5 petals instead of 6, and you can just play with it, and I think it's really pretty as a pattern. And so I might try that. And I tried here with 2 different beads, and I'm liking this better now than when I made it, to be honest. These 2 were made actually on my birthday in June. I just wanted to try something new, and I really enjoyed them. And my second one, top 2, the second one is this one. So this alpha, the biggest breakthrough is, you can see that here I'm still using the technique I used here. So you can see it's wavy, and it's wavy. And then I was just checking some other alpha patterns, alpha bracelets on Instagram, and I thought something is not right here, something is different. And then I looked carefully, and then I tried to do forward, backward, and forward, backward, and it made sense, and it slowly got straighter. So I was extremely happy about it. And also this one, I think the original pattern uses 1 color for the cherry, but I wanted to include 2 colors because I couldn't decide on either. And I think this dark red is pretty dark, and this one is probably a little too light for this background color, but I think adding 2 of them makes a kind of nice atmosphere. And here I also used a different, actually it's the same base string color as the stem part of the cherries, And I really liked how it turned out, and I also liked the background color I chose, which is like a faded beige. And as you can see, like I could connect, and it's getting straighter than the one of my first creations, and so I was quite pleased about this. And then definitely my top one is this one. So this is a giant starburst, and I really, really liked the color I happened to choose because it's dark blue and then it has a gradient and little pink before the purple. And I think it matched the pattern very well. And actually I was looking for the starburst, and for some reason I happened to find this, so I started making this and I realized that this is a giant starburst. And this is probably the first time I did this double triangle ends, and I was glad how this turned out. And of course, to make it to the I wish I could make the third starburst part complete, but then it was becoming way too long, so I had to decide on finishing here, and that's probably a little regret I have. And but overall, I think this was quite well done for my skill at that time, and I really enjoyed knotting, and I really enjoyed the colors, so this would be definitely the number one. Okay, so these were all of my creations from last June, and apart from this bracelet, which is from Friendship Bracelet Net, the rest were from braceletbook.com. So, and of course, apart from the macrame or the paracord bracelets or keychains. So if you like to know the pattern numbers, please feel free to ask in the comment sections, and or you can probably try to find them in the posts, Instagram posts, because all of them are posted were posted in my Instagram account. And so hope you enjoy watching this video, and if you like, please like the video, and please also consider subscribing. That would help me in a great deal. So thank you again for watching, and hope to see you soon.